Chapter 13 bankruptcy is also referred to as a debt reorganization or debt consolidation. The Chapter 13 bankruptcy allows a debtor to pay his obligations over a 36 to 60-month plan. Only an individual debtor may file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. A corporation may not file a Chapter 13, but may file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy or Chapter 11 reorganization. A Chapter 13 bankruptcy is often used when a debtor is behind on his mortgage payments, is seeking to retain his home, and stop foreclosure proceedings. The Chapter 13 bankruptcy will stop the foreclosure and allow the debtor to pay the arrearages due on the mortgage over a 60-month period. A Chapter 13 bankruptcy will allow a debtor to value his automobile and other personal property, where he only has to pay the true value of the property over 60 months. In order to value an automobile, the debtor must own the automobile for 910 days or 2.4 years. If the debtor owned the automobile and subsequently took a loan against it, the 910-day rule does not apply. This process will usually save the debtor thousands of dollars and dramatically reduce his automobile payments. Even if the debtor cannot value the automobile, he may be able to refinance the automobile at reduced interest and reduced monthly payments through the Chapter 13 bankruptcy. The debtor can also value other personal property, but must own the property for at least 1 year. If a debtor has tax obligations, he can usually pay his taxes through a Chapter 13 bankruptcy at little or no interest. All penalties are stopped. Sometimes, taxes can be eliminated completely through a Chapter 13 bankruptcy or a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. A Chapter 13 bankruptcy is one of the few arenas wherein a debtor is on an equal level with the Internal Revenue Service. For higher income debtors who exceed the limits of the means test, the Chapter 13 bankruptcy may be a viable alternative. The payment for most debtors, irrespective of their income, is usually dramatically less in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy than if the debtor made such payments outside of the Chapter 13 bankruptcy plan.